It's a 1940 Ford. It's the standard Ford Or. It's not four doors. It's Ford Or. Okay, so you got Fatman chassis, SS independent front suspension, 383, which is a Chevy. You know, it's a stroked out 350. GM 400 transmission, RT transmission. That's got the overdrive 4-speed, 8-inch rear, 380 ratio, power steering, power brakes, Diamondback wide radial tires, original Cloudburst. Oh, this is the original color. This is the original color, although this is obviously clear coated and all that. This would have been the original color. So from the outside, it looks very stock. Obviously, no, with this engine, it's stock. And the air conditioner, the air cleaner, I think that's a Cadillac air cleaner from the 50s, which everybody loves on these things. It's painted to match the body, aluminum radiator, fits right in there perfectly. And he's got, not an electric fan he's got, but you look at it, it's really tight how the shroud is and everything. I'm sure this thing cools down just fine because that shroud is really, tightly, the fan is really in that shroud, so it's pulling air very good. Sometimes the electric fans are a better option in certain cases, but that shroud makes sure that aluminum radiator, I'm sure this thing runs cool. Got a nice interior in this thing. It's a nice tannish beige color with, it's all redone, plenty of room. You notice when they moved the body outward, they had a lot more room on the inside, but, the running boards were pretty handy to have back then. Of course, you got the vent window. Now, you got air conditioning in this, I think. Ooh, no, you don't. Okay, so your air conditioning is this vent window, and on the back, you got these pop-out windows like that. So you got air coming in this way, right? Coming in here, and then going out there. If you're going 5 miles an hour, you got plenty of air. I mean, it wasn't that bad driving these, except if you're totally stopped. And if there's a little breeze, it's still, even if a little breeze will still catch that wing window and help, or come in from this side or whatever. So plenty of room in this thing. Here's your filler up cap. And
my tall Dave is 6'7".
there you go. Got the Chevron type tail lights on it.
No, you didn't meet Rick either. Rick's the same height as I am, except he's thin.
Yeah.
And it's just Ford V8. So it was, that would have been your flathead V8 back then, which was a real step up when Ford made that flathead V8. I think, I don't know how many years they made that, many years.
Oh, okay.
Look at this thing though, beautiful work of art, ain't it? Thicker metal too. Cars back then had much thicker metal. You even look at the cars in the 60s, they look like, they got much thicker metal than the cars from the 80s and stuff even. But the cars from the 40s had much thicker metal than from the 60s. You can actually do like metal filing on them sometimes if you're doing a body work. If you get them, you pound them out and there's a little bit of high spot, you can actually file down the metal without worrying about going through the sheet metal so much as like you would today.